Welcome to A Vibe Above, the podcast where your transformation begins. Here we break through boundaries, ignite your intuition, and rise to meet your greatest potential. Each episode is your space to release what no longer serves you, realign with your true path, and embrace the life you're destined to create. Your inner wisdom is your superpower, and together we'll unlock its limitless possibilities. Ready to elevate your vibe and step into your power? Let's do this. Welcome back to A Vibe Above, the podcast where we bridge the gap between where you are and where you're meant to be. Today, we're diving into a topic that's crucial for navigating life with confidence, reclaiming your power, and trusting yourself in a noisy world. We live in a time where opinions, advice, and outside influences are louder than ever. Social media, news circles, and even well-meaning friends and family can cloud our inner knowing. It's easy to get caught up in the noise and start questioning ourselves. But the truth is, your inner wisdom is always speaking. The challenge is learning how to hear it, trust it, and act on it. So today, we're going deep. We'll explore why we lose trust in ourselves, how to rebuild it, and practice ways to strengthen our inner authority. So let's get started. From a young age, we're conditioned to look outside ourselves for validation. Whether it's parents, teachers, religious institutions, or a society as a whole, we're often taught that someone else knows better. This conditioning can lead to deeply ingrained patterns of self-doubt, where we hesitate before making decisions, no matter how big or small they are. We may find ourselves constantly seeking permission or reassurance from others, afraid to take steps without external confirmation. Over time, this reliance on outside validation erodes our ability to trust our own instincts, leaving us feeling disconnected from our inner knowing. The fear of making the wrong choice becomes so overwhelming that we freeze, stuck in indecision rather than confidently moving forward. But here's the truth. Your body, mind, and energy field are wired to guide you. The problem isn't that you don't have wisdom. It's that you've been taught to tune it out. When we start reconnecting with your inner knowing, you begin to realize that the answers have been inside you all along. Your intuition doesn't speak in words the way your mind does. It communicates through subtle but powerful signals, often in ways we overlook or dismiss. Physical sensations are one of those most common ways intuition speaks to us. Perhaps you feel a gut reaction to something, a sudden tension in your chest, or a wave of calm washing over you before you rationally understand why. These bodily responses are messages from your deeper awareness guiding you toward or away from certain paths. Inner nudges, like an unexplained urge to take a different route home or reach out to someone unexpectedly, are another sign of intuitive guidance. Repetitive messages, such as seeing the same number sequence, hearing a certain phrase multiple times, or encountering the same theme in different areas of your life, are ways the universe reinforces what your intuition is already telling you. And then there's the deep sense of peace or resistance. When something is aligned with you, it feels expansive and natural, while things that aren't right often feel very heavy, forced, or draining. So start paying attention to these cues. Your body and energy field always know before your mind does. The more you tune in, the more fluent you become in your own intuitive language. So how do we start trusting ourselves again? Here are a few key steps. Number 1, quiet that external noise. We know the world is full of distractions, and the more we absorb outside input, the harder it is to hear our own inner voice. Take intentional breaks from media, social platforms, and even well-meaning advice from others. Spend time in silence, immerse yourself in nature, or practice meditation to create space for your own thoughts. When you remove external input, your own voice becomes clearer, and you start distinguishing what truly resonates with you from what is simply background noise. Number 2, strengthen the mind-body connection. A disconnected mind and body make it difficult to trust yourself. When we spend too much time in our heads, we lose touch with the physical signs that guide us. Engaging in grounding practices such as deep breathing, yoga, sound healing, or mindful movement helps to reestablish this connection. The more present you become in your body, the more in tune you'll be with its signals, allowing your intuitive guidance to flow more freely. Number 3, practice small acts of self-trust. Trusting yourself isn't something that happens overnight. It's a muscle that needs to be strengthened through practice. Start small by making everyday decisions based on what feels right, rather than what you think you should do. It could be as simple as choosing a meal based on what your body craves, rather than following a rigid diet, or taking a spontaneous walk when you feel the urge, rather than sticking to a strict schedule. Each time you follow through on your intuition and see positive results, your confidence in your inner guidance grows. Number 4, rewrite the narrative of self-doubt. Our internal dialogue shapes our reality, so shifting the way we speak to ourselves is crucial. Instead of asking, "What if I make the wrong choice?" try asking, "What if I already know the answer?" The way you frame your questions impacts how you perceive your ability to trust yourself. The more you reinforce the belief that you are capable of making aligned decisions, the more your subconscious will reflect the confidence back to you. And number 5, strengthen your energetic boundaries. Not all information or advice is meant for you. And part of reclaiming your power is discerning what aligns with your truth. Before taking in external opinions, pause and ask yourself, does this resonate with me? If something feels off, trust that feeling and let it go. The more you refine your ability to filter out what isn't aligned, the stronger your sense of self becomes. Let's do a short practice together. This will help you tune into your inner wisdom. Find a comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine releasing all external noise and influences. Place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. When you have this done, just tap into your body's natural rhythm. Then ask yourself, what is one thing I know deep down to be true for me right now? Notice the first feeling, image, or thought that arises. Trust it. Don't analyze. Just observe. You already have everything you need within you. The world will always be full of noise, but your inner wisdom is stronger. As we move into April, let this be your focus. Strengthening your self-trust, standing firm in your truth, and reclaiming your power. If today's episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're ready to go deeper into clearing limiting beliefs and stepping into alignment with your future self, visit avibeabove.com for resources, sessions, and more. And until next time, trust yourself. You've got this. Many blessings.